Hello, Jane Scanlon here. I am going to be talking you through some stretches for the legs. So let's come all the way back here. Follow me. Do you often get hip and hamstring pain? Do you struggle to touch your toes? In this video, I'm not going to be teaching you how to do the splits, how to touch your toes, but I'm just going to be sharing with you some knowledge about the energetics behind why we trap energy into the body, block negative energy vibrations and tension into the body, and what we can do to help alleviate that problem. So, energetically, the hips and the legs are all about moving us forward in life. So if you have pain in your hips, the stiffness there, are you at kind of a crossroads in your life right now where the universe, God, the divine, is asking you to step forward, but there are fears there, there is self-sabotage there, you can't, maybe you just have no idea what the next step is, so you kind of feel locked in. All of that energetically will have effect on the hips, legs, knees, moving forward. So that's the energetics side of things. Obviously, injuries, things like that can have major effects on the legs. So if you've had any injuries, or if you are, working from home on a laptop, on a dining room table, in your bed, this, that, the other, your hips, sacrum, lower back, and legs are really going to feel it, including your shoulders, arms, and forearms, wrists, the lot. So ergonomically, what is happening in your life on a physical level, what can you change and transform this area, this pain that you are living in right now? So we've looked at the energetics, we've looked at on a physical ergonomic level, what can you do to change, transform that. So let's look at some stretches next. Now, I've done quite a bit of yoga and different styles of yoga. So I've done lots and lots and lots of different stretching. What I find is everybody is at different levels, different scales. If I was to go into a yoga studio now, because I haven't done it properly for a long time, I haven't practiced properly for at least 9 months, my flexibility is certainly not going to be what it was last July. But practice makes perfect. Muscle has memory. So you will be able to get that. You were not born really stiff. You were not born with all these aches and pains. So with some TLC, with some work on the energy and the emotions, with things like EFT or coaching, which I do, and some physical body work, massage, healing, again, I do this as well, and some self-help, so you at home doing stretching, doing breathing, doing meditation and visualization, we will be able to get you into a better physical and mental condition. So let's go. Right, we're going to put one leg forward and one out here. Move back a little bit so you can see. Now, if your foot is down here, that's fine. If you can't even bring your leg up, that's fine too. You just put some pillows, some blocks, something underneath you. For me, my hip has always been fine going this way, but if I want to bring my hip in, that's where my pain starts. So it is different for everybody, and it is absolutely okay. But what we would like to do is make sure that you are supported, make sure your back is supported, and know that if you can't get your leg up here, that is absolutely fine. You put pillows underneath, you move your foot down here, because we just want to start rocking the hip. Basically, getting some movement in there. What we're doing by rocking the hip, the motion, we are trying to activate the synovial fluid. We're trying to get a little bit more going. There are obviously supplements you can also take to help with any joint pain. I would only do this if you can, bringing your foot up here. It gives a little bit more room to maneuver the hip and bounce the hip. And again, if you can only get your foot right down, crossing your ankles, that's absolutely fine. Look, you can still do it, and you're just moving, trying to keep a straight back. You're just moving the hip up and down. We're going to move the hip in circles now. And again, you might not be able to, I might be able to do it like this with a straight back. Right now, I can't, and that is okay. So I could hold it like this. It's much more comfortable like this, and I can get a better straight back. So we're going in circles, and we're going to go the other way. I'm going to release that, down the leg, over. Okay, and also you make sure the muscle is pulled out. So we're going to just move it this way. I can feel a clicking in as soon as I come to there. So if you can feel a clicking, don't put yourself in more pain. Move, shake the legs out, and we're going to start again with this side. And already I can feel the difference. This side is feeling much stiffer, even though this is the problem hip, okay? So we're just going to bounce this up and down. And again, doesn't matter where your foot is, just got to do your best. And then continue, be consistent in this practice. I'm talking to myself here as well. It can be quite difficult to do this on a daily basis. Animals about, with children about, with work. So we're going to bring the leg up only if you can. Again, you can do this. If you look, this leg is can't come over as much as the other one. So we're going to bounce this one up and down. Feel a little bit of tension in the hip flexor here. I'm going to warm it up. We're going to move round in circles, supporting the leg, keeping the back straight. If you can't do this, just keep bouncing and going round in a circle, and move the other way. And again, I can already feel that back in July last year, so actually it's more like 11 months ago, I was nearly doing the splits in yoga, and I can tell you I cannot do that right now. Okay, so we are going to then move the hip. Again, for me, the tension is when I pull the leg in, not out. So we're just going to move that, warm that up. And bend forward. You want to put your legs out, hip width apart. Forward. And you can almost massage the glutes underneath as you're rolling forward on them, okay? So rolling forward on those glutes. Just paying attention to anything that feels tight. Again, on this side, I've got very deep muscle, which is really tense always, the psoas muscle, and I can just sort of massage it when I do with the bone rolling over. Okay. Arch the back. Oh. Okay, so we have loosened up the hips. We're going to have a look at the thighs. So just a bit of self massage. If you come out of the bath, get some oils, or when you're in the shower or the bath, do it then. It's much easier. Or over clothes, again, is really easy because you've got less friction to dry skin on dry skin. There's a lot of friction there. So we go down, we pull up. Down, we pull up. When we're massaging, we're always coming up to the heart, up to the heart, up to the heart, okay? So we're just gonna work in a circle, self-massaging the leg, and we can draw up like that. And again on the other leg. So we're going up. This move is just called efforage, okay? It's the most basic massage technique, and I recommend we all do it when we're washing, when we're in the shower, when you're watching television. Just stroke the body in a hard movement. It works on the lymphatic system, it works on the muscles and the circulation system. So by doing this, we are just moving the blood, the lymph out of the blood out of the muscle, the lymph out of the lymph nodes, and we're pulling up. Practicing this every day when you're watching a bit of TV, when you are in the shower, when you're in the bath, doing this on a regular basis is going to help free up those muscles. You've also got in here the hip flexor, which it is a really, really tricky one to massage and to stretch, but you would stretch it out like this. So this is an upward dog. Don't want to put too much pressure on the lower back. Stretch it out and then come back in. So if you want to do upward dog, you can do that to help stretch out the hip flexors. But if you just work on moving the hip about, massaging the thighs, also the bum, the thighs, hip flexor, massaging them, moving them about. It's really, really going to help bring flexibility into those areas. And again, the breathing technique is you're breathing in, you're visualizing the oxygen removing any tension and stress, and then blowing it out. I hope that helps you get some stretch in the lower back and hips and legs. Do the breathing, visualizing and the breathing for 5 minutes, do the stretching for 5 minutes, do the breathing for another 5 minutes. If you do that on a daily basis, then the aches and pains should go, especially if you come and see me too for a treatment. And we can do some of this together. There are some really great stretches for the glutes, but it's quite hard to show you. I normally do them standing up. Can you see me? Yes. Check that out. So you cross the leg over and you pull the other thigh in. So it really stretches here. Now for me, this one doesn't get my glutes, but it gets most people's. So do that. Always swap. We want even sides. And we want flex the foot. Pull in. And always hold these for about 10 seconds because you can really feel the muscle melt when it stretches out. You can really feel that. Okay, that is it from me, guys. I will see you in the next stretch video. Bye.